So this is a quick video for Daniel and anybody else that might find this useful. I'm just going to quickly show you the process of the subsurface skin just on a different example. So I'm using the general workstation, that's going to be fine. Let's change this window to the movie clip editor. Go ahead and load up your movie clip. So this is the clip we're working with. Let's go ahead and prefetch this. And then if we play through, see what we're working with. It's many tracking markers. For this example, you only need 4, and I think I'm going to use this one, this one, this one, and this one. So if you re-record this footage with only 4 markers, your job will be a lot easier. Otherwise, we're going to have to remove all these other extra markers that we don't need. So let's go ahead and set some tracking markers first. I'm going to use the same tracking settings that I generally use. So I'm going to change the motion model to location rotation. Change the match to previous frame. Enable normalize, and then I'm going to go over here just so I can see the track tab. Then let's add our first tracking marker. Control left click, hold Alt to press S just to enable the search size. You could also go up here to clip display and then just enable it over here. So I'm just going to scale this up and then scale this part down. Copy from active track, control left click, control left click, control left click. So I'm going to press A, select all of these, track these forward. So we've got to play through and make sure there's no jumping. We can see there's a bit of jumping here where the camera blurs. So maybe if you increase the lighting, you can get a clearer image. But since this is an example, I'm pretty sure we can always reshoot this. So now I've got these selected, I'm going to jump to the first frame, go to the Solve tab. Then here under the plane track, click this. Now I'm going to press R to rotate and then scale this up. So now when we play through, we can see that the planar track will follow the hand in the way it should. So before you was kind of using one track to move the effect, which didn't look right, whereas now it's using the information for these 4 tracks. So now we have this, we need to create the mask. So I'm going to jump over to the masking mode. Then I'm going to hold Control and left click and create a sort of mask around here. You probably want to take your time with this mask, but you get the idea. Alt C to close the mask. Then press A to select all of it. Then if we press Control P, now this mask has been parented to the tracking marker. So when it moves, it will also follow the perspective and the motion. See? That's pretty good. I might scale this up a bit. Something like that. So now we have this. I'm going to change this to the next tab, which is the modeling tab, I guess. I'm just going to change this to the compositor. So let's go ahead and use nodes. And then I'm going to delete these. I don't need them. Go to the Darkfall VFX Nodes Add-on. We're going to go to the Tools section. And then the 2D Planar tool. Now for this example, we're going to use the Subsurface skin node. So let's first add the additional nodes. So I know it says clone mask, I actually need to fix that in the next update. It's not a clone mask, it's a different one. I'll just delete that so there's no confusion. So now we have this when we add the additional. Let's select the movie clip and select the movie clip that we've been working with. If you want, go ahead and enable the backdrop. Now click the Subsurface skin node. Now it's added these 3 nodes here. First, let's take this and bring it up. Connect your image to the movie clip. Connect the output to the composite and also to the viewer node as well. So we need a mask, so Shift A, input, mask. Or you could use the other one that I deleted, it's up to you. Change this to the mask and plug this into the area of effect, like so. And then one last thing we need to do is use this plane track deform. So before you was using a track input node or track position node, which again was only using 1 track. This plane track deform node is going to use the planar track information. So we need to just go to this, then select the movie clip icon, choose your movie clip, select this and change it to camera, and then select this and change it to planar track. And then we have this kind of effect going on here. And then the last thing we need to do on here is just change the mask feather. So I'm just going to increase this to say 20, see how it looks. It's not too bad, nice and soft. So this texture here does need to be changed because for some reason it wouldn't let me change it when I coded it. but we can change it if we go to the texture node editor. But I'm pretty sure that you're going to use your own texture image, which all you need to do is just disconnect this, plug yours into it, and then you'll have the same effect. And then the last thing you'll want to do is get rid of these tracking markers here. So let's go back to your background image like this, and then we're going to use the marker removal node. Go ahead and click this, and if we zoom out we can see it's now been added down here. We just want to drop this in here like that, and then we can plug in the mask for the marker removal. So I'm not sure if you've seen that video, I did a video on it as well, but I'm just going to quickly show you how to do it. Then we want to create a new mask, call it marker removal. So I'm going to left click, or you might need to shift left click to add your 2D cursor. Shift A, add a circle, scale it down. Select the marker, then make sure the mask is selected, then press Ctrl P. Then as we play through we can see this circle now sits on top of the tracking marker that you added. So you'll want to do that for every single one of them, and then when you go back to the other tab and then go back to the marker removal node, Shift A, input mask, change this to your removal mask, plug this into the marker removal mask slot, and then we just need to move this on either the X or the Y. So as we start to do that we'll see it move like this. And then we can change the feather amount. And if it's too dark or too light, you can use a brightness and saturation. And you want to do that for all of these. So there is a video on how to use a marker removal node on my channel. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, go ahead and do that. But then you can go ahead and render this, and we should be good to go. So I'm going to render this out, make sure it works, and then hopefully this video helps.